Hey folks, this is Rob with Tree City Woodworks, and today we're going to build a natural edge black walnut dog bowl platform. Stick around, we'll show you how it's done. Alright, what we have here is a really nice piece of black walnut, and we've got the straight edge attached to it, so we can take the natural edge off the back side, so we can push up against the wall. The front side will remain a natural edge. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this all planed down now. Got our three main pieces. We got them all mitered. They're ready to match up with each other and all that. But what we're going to do to join them is we're going to use biscuit joints. And so I've got a couple of marks here that you're not going to be able to see that I've made on the top portion. And I just need to make a mark on the side so that I put the biscuit slots in the same spot on the side pieces as the top, so they all match up. Here's our biscuit joiner. There's our biscuit slots. What we're doing now is what's called a shouldered tenon. So we've got this set up so that we'll take 1/4 inch top and bottom. And we've got our shoulders set up. And we'll just clean those up with the chisel. Here we are at the drill press. What we're doing here is, let's see if you can see that. You can quite see that, but I've got my mortise marked out for where our bottom brace is going to go. I'm going to use a Forstner bit to clear out a lot of the excess material. We got all the waste taken out of the mortise here. Now we just got to clean it all up with a chisel. Nothing like a sharp chisel to just shave stuff off. Alright, I'll finish this all up and get back to you. While you're gone, I went ahead and, along with finishing cleaning up my mortises, I went ahead and did preliminary sanding. I didn't think you were going to find it too interesting watching me do some sanding. But now we are ready to actually do some assembly. And it's probably way overkill, but for this I decided to use Titebond Type 3. I normally use Type 2. The main difference is the 3 is better for wet applications, and although I don't actually expect this to get that wet, you never know. The dog that's going to be using this is a little bit crazy, and she might get a little excited and with lapping her water up and make a little bit of a mess. So I figure better safe than sorry. We'll make sure that we don't have any problems with this. Alright, that's all clamped up. Now we just gotta let the glue dry. We'll come back in a couple hours. We'll round some corners. If there's any gaps, we'll fill in some gaps. Do a final sanding and throw in some finish. We're now ready to cut the holes for the actual food bowls in the top. And my Trident router has a really awesome feature that should make this really easy. The only thing I'm nervous about is I've never tried it. And nothing like trying something new on an almost finished product. So we've got this little black piece here. I've marked where the center of the holes will be. This has a spot, a nail slides in just perfectly. We're going to take this nail, maybe a little tight. Take the Triton router and flip it up on there. So this whole thing's going to swivel on that nail. Alright. Alright, that is almost completely through everywhere. I will have to go back with another bit. I'll go just a tad deeper with a bearing that'll run on the inside. I went ahead and cleaned up the holes on the oscillating spindle sander. Now I'm just going to take my little small router here and just round over that top edge. I'm using some Watco brand non-toxic butcher block finish because a dog's actually going to be eating out of bowls that are on this, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the dog licks it or something like that. So we just want to make sure that because it's going to be in close contact with food, we want to make sure you use a nice non-toxic finish here. And this is just a pretty easy application stuff. Just wipe on, and after 24 hours I can apply a second coat if deemed necessary. Seems to work pretty nice. It's actually my first time using this product. All the cutting boards I've done in the past, it's been more of a carnauba and beeswax based formula. The only problem with it leaves it a little bit on the matte side. I mean, there's a little bit of sheen to it. I wanted something, this says that it's supposed to have a lot of luster to it once it's all dried. And that's kind of really more what I'm looking for here. Something that looks a little bit more like a traditional woodworking finish, yet of course be non-toxic. So I will go ahead and finish this up, finish wiping all this on, and then before we're all done, I'll show you some nice finished pictures of it. So be back with you in just a moment. Do a real quick shot here. I want to show how, because of the way I planned my cuts, this just about looks completely seamless. The grain just wraps right around the edge there. I'm really proud about how that turned out. And this really is just a beautiful piece of walnut. If you can't tell with how much I work with walnut, I really like it a lot. The color and the grain and everything is just beautiful. So there we go. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for hanging with me for the build. Sorry I have not made a video in a while with the world kind of coming to an end thing, with the COVID-19 and family issues. I just haven't had time to do anything and make a video. Try to figure out how to work from home and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, we plan on having another video to you by the end of this next week, so be watching the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could do that for me, it helps me out tremendously and I'd really appreciate it. See you in the next video, folks. Bye-bye.